Alright, I think we're live here both on TikTok and Instagram. Nice. I'm just trying to get my space a little more set up and then we will get started. I actually have my space all set up in time and I'm just like still trying to get music together. I wanted to switch things around, so let's see. Let's see, what do I want to play? I think I'll move this here. Alright, get started with some drum and bass. Hello, hello, welcome in, whoever's watching after it's live. Come on in, get yourself cozy and comfortable. You can set up your space with incense, a candle, anything you need to make this your self-care time, your self-care ritual. And today we're gonna light 2 incenses. We're gonna start with Nag Champa. It's supposed to be the scent of vitality for this brand, so we're going to try to tap into that. The red energy center, the root chakra at our sits bones. So if you haven't smelled Nag Champa before, I can describe it to you. You can imagine it's like a spicy, earthy scent. So I'm going to light that up. The scent of vitality. We're lighting this incense with setting the intention for our collective to get grounded, centered, releasing anything that doesn't serve us, and starting over if we need to, from rock bottom, building a new foundation. Okay. Yeah, this incense, it's interesting. It's like the stick is sort of broken, but we'll see. Hopefully it stays and it behaves. Alright. I have it on a different spot today. Well, I just turned the table around compared to where I usually have it. Welcome in, welcome in. The scent of vitality, spreading that out to you guys. Take it, take it, take it. Today we're gonna breathe our pains into passions. So, if there's anything that you've been challenged with, you can bring it to mind for this breathwork and meditation today. Okay, I'm gonna light my second incense. I'm just gonna merge both these scents together. So just first imagining you're smelling like a spice, cinnamon type earthy scent coming in, and that's how I like to describe Nag Champa. And by the way, I'm not doing tarot. If anyone thinks I'm doing tarot, I'm sorry. This is a tarot for Tarot Tuesday that was last week, but it's still resonant for this week too. So if you wanted to know what these tarot cards said, you can look at Instagram. I'd say tomorrow I'll be posting it. Okay, I'm gonna light this incense now, setting the intention for all of our hearts to spark with this fire, this flame of willpower, and also love for ourselves, for being able to have awareness itself. And we're going to channel that energy into today's breathwork and meditation. Breathing in our pains and turning it into passion, breathing through, moving that energy through. So I'm just spreading this out and around. This is the scent of rose, by the way. Scent of love, connected to the heart chakra. So imagine you're smelling the scent of roses now, or maybe you're combining the scent of rose along with the Nag Champa scent. I'm just spreading it out. May you receive this energy. May you receive the beautiful essential oils energetically, even if you can't actually smell them right now. And feel free to also light up your incense and your own candles. Alright. So yeah, both of our incenses lit up. Before I get started with opening messages, I just wanted to say that the tarot reading from last Tuesday, it's still going to be a theme for this week, as overcompassing energy that we're working through. I know I am, and honestly, I'll be totally honest that the reading definitely resonated with something that happened for my life on Friday. So I don't know, I actually sort of forgot about the reading a bit as I went into my week, and was carrying some heavy energies with me. I definitely felt that 10 of Swords energy. Yeah, like a bunch of swords in my back, heaviness. And I'm not going to show you all the cards. Like I said, this was for Tarot Tuesday last week, and then it can still carry on to this week, but if you're interested in it, I will be posting it on Instagram tomorrow. Tomorrow or Wednesday, definitely one of those 2 days. I'm starting to get a routine with picking up, writing the summaries for the readings. But yeah, feel free to follow me on Instagram if you haven't already, and I'll just remind you at the end as well. So since we're carrying the themes from last week over into this week, I just want to start with the main cards. So we had everything is unfolding as it should be. And then we also had everyone you meet is another part of you that wants to be loved. Everyone you meet is another part of you that wants to be loved. And so I feel like these two go together in this way where it's like this individual, this soul here, it's like they're going on an adventure, and their life is the adventure. And they're moving through this sovereign and solitary, and they're trusting that everything is unfolding as it should be. Or maybe that's the guidance they're receiving as well in their mind that's helping them make it through anything that they're going through. And this is you not only as a survivor, but as, I want to say, like an adventurer in your own life through the experiences you're going through. And this beautiful reminder that just trusting that everything is unfolding as it should be, and that everyone you meet, everyone in your life that you have met already is just already another part of you as well that wants to be loved. And we're all mirrors for each other. And things, even with that in mind, things cannot always end up how we want them to be, right? And it's just good to have the reminder that at the end of the day, we are all one with the source energy, and we don't always have to be happy with how things end up. And we don't want to spiritually bypass our feelings and things that we go through, and that's really important to just sit with those and acknowledge them. So yeah, let me know if any of you guys have been going through anything that could be a little heart-wrenching. I know I have. So I lit the love incense for the heart chakra, but I'm also like, okay, I'm trusting everything is unfolding as it should be. Nag Champa. I'm going to feel vitality and grounding just for life and continuing forward, and trusting that things are happening as they're meant to. Trusting that the chaos has a reason. And yeah, let me know if any of you guys are feeling this so far, if you're feeling the overall messages for tonight's breathwork and meditation. And yeah, last thing I want to share was release. And, well, at least for the tarot from last week, release and the Tower, which very much go together. So of course the release card has this divine feminine spirit up there. It's like lightning is shocking down below. It's like mixing up things for there to be change, honestly. So that's why this card says number 5 on it, right? So yeah, 5 is a number of change in numerology. So maybe you're feeling that right now in your life. So let me know. And yeah, the Tower. The Tower is number 16 though. And for the major arcana card, and this was a major energy that we got last week. So Yeah, let me know if that resonates with you guys. If it feels like your foundation is being torn down and you're having to start back from the bottom and then make your way up, let me know. And if you're liking this so far, please like the video, especially also if you're on YouTube too, because it helps YouTube know that this is helping people and they'll share it out with other people. Well, also on TikTok too. But yeah, it's like, trust that this is Source here. Source is watching, and it's, you know, there's a divine plan to everything. So things could feel like they're falling apart in your life in a way right now. I'm not sure if it's every area or it could be a specific area. But yeah, just trusting everything is unfolding as it should be, and that it needs to fall down. A tower needs to fall down in order to build back up a new foundation for your life or whatever the situation is. It is necessary, alas. Alas. The release. The release of control and just letting yourself fall apart a bit, and that's okay because we're human and we're here to have the human experience. It's okay, but it's not okay at the same time. Things will not feel like they're okay. Okay, I have a little oil in my eyes, so I'm gonna try to wipe my eye real quick, and then I'll do one last thing before we get into our breath work. Feel free to share how you're doing, by the way, in the comments if you'd like. And I'm sorry for those on TikTok, I'm not answering yes or no questions. I usually do that for Tarot Tuesday, which is bi-weekly, and I did that last Tuesday. So I'm so sorry. But if you still like my vibe and you like what I got going on for the messages, feel free to follow me. And then every other Tuesday, I do tarot live streams, and then there can be free pendulum questions for those who are here for they're there for the live streams, at least for the first half of the tarot live streams. Okay, so now to end our overall messages for today, I wanted to add, actually, because I didn't do it for the tarot reading last week, I wanted to add this Angel's Wisdom Oracle. So I'm going to top off our opening messages with our Angel Wisdom card. Okay, wow, that was very much on point with our release card here. It says, let go. Let go. If this was not clear even more for someone, it should be even more clear now, honestly. Release, the Tower, release card, let go. How resonant is that? So, we actually have never gotten this card for the Angel Wisdom deck, so I feel like it's very much like a new energy that's really coming in. Maybe you're coming to terms with letting go in some kind of way, and you see like the rainbow here, right? So it's sort of, to me, reminds me of like all the colors in the spectrum. They all make up the whole, just like how in the universe we all go through cycles and different phases of our life, and maybe you are accepting letting go of something in your life right now, or letting go of someone. And there's an affirmation that comes with this, and you can say it with me too. It says, I let go of things that I've outgrown. And just trusting that I let go of things that I've outgrown. One last time. I let go of things that I have outgrown. And it says, the angels suggest that you let go of any dead weight in your life. Damn, that sounds a little harsh, because we don't want to think of people as like dead weight, right? But the angel suggests that you let go of any dead weight in your life, whether that's a toxic relationship, a job that's no longer fulfilling, or simply some negative thinking patterns. That could be it too. And I feel like that is for a lot of us. This will make space for positive new things to come into your life. This will make space for positive new things to come into your life. And that is what I was talking about during the reading last week, that in order for new things to come in, like if it just feels like there's so much going on, you know, and your mind is just stuck on old things, or like there's just something you're holding on to that isn't serving you, then you're not going to be able to make room for all the good things that are meant to come in. So I just wanted to share that. And also, of course, resonates with our Five of Swords we had last week. So it's like she's walking away from someone that's sitting over there on the beach, and you know they're in emo mode, and then she's like you know, just sort of dusting off her shoulder, and she just decided to let those two swords go. So, you know, she's holding on to way too much more than she needs to. Way much more baggage. And I also want to share this affirmation card. I feel safe on a dance floor because I know who the fuck I am. So say this to yourself. Maybe you need to go dancing. I'm just going to show both y'all. I feel safe on a dance floor because I know who the fuck I am. So, know who the F you are, okay? And maybe go dancing. I had a chance to do it last week and I didn't, but honestly I think I needed to be by myself. But maybe one of you guys needed to dance and you did go out. Or maybe this week there's an opportunity. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I am going to leave this card as well over here. And if anyone, I don't know if you'll be able to see it depending on where the live is showing the camera, but if it helps, feel free to look at it at any point if need be. Okay, someone asked, okay, are the yes or no questions free? So I'm not answering yes or no questions right now. I'll be answering them next Tuesday for Tarot Tuesday. And I'll be answering them for free for those who were in the live stream for at least the first half of live. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck says grounding. Ooh. Okay. So you're definitely needing to get grounded. New foundation after you let go of things. It can be a lot. Alright, so I like to encourage, does anyone have any questions at all for me before we get started with the breathwork? This is our breathwork song actually I just played. So sort of almost right on time, but not exactly. I don't see any questions. Yeah, feel free to share how you're doing if you'd like, or you can share afterwards after the live. Welcome on in, welcome on in. I see people on YouTube are trailing on in. Thanks for being here. Hey, I want to add a little retouch here, little effects. I like to add little effects. I don't know, I like a little, you know, minimal makeup vibe, you know, because I don't put makeup on every day like I used to anymore. I just don't have time, I feel like. Oh my goodness. But it's fun though. It's like a creative outlet, so maybe I will start making time for that again. Alright, so we're gonna start our breath work. So we're gonna do breath of fire first. We're gonna do 2 rounds of breath work basically. This will be our breath work song for the first breath work. We'll be doing breath of fire, which is exhaling out of the nose. And sharp exhales, they're short. So I know you guys aren't able to see my belly really, but if you haven't been in a live before, I'm just describing it to you. I'll sit up a little bit. So you're gonna exhale out the nose, and it's like passive inhale in the nose, just happens naturally. Sort of like you're gonna be pushing the belly button in toward the spine, okay? Second breath work will be 4 count breath. So we'll be breathing in for 4. Out for 4. Okay, and I'll be counting and cueing us, so shouldn't be too hard to keep up if you haven't done this before. But we do 4 count breath, and we'll be doing like a double speed of that and triple speed. So you'll just keep up with me, and don't worry, you got this. Even if it's your first time doing breath work or you haven't done it in a while, no worries, you'll be able to keep up. Just as long as you're breathing and you're trying to focus your breath and intentionally use it, you're doing just fine. Okay, so we're gonna get started now. Let's see, we're 25 minutes in. So you can sit back in your seat. Oops. Where's my breath work beat here? Oop. Oh, here it is. I was like, where'd it go? All right. Okay, sit back in your seat or laying down. Take a big deep breath in. You can feel free to wiggle to this if you want. Exhale all the way out. Together in 3, 2, 1. Powerful exhales out. Get ready for double speed in 3, 2, 1. Squeeze for a few more. And take a big deep breath in 3, 2, 1. Okay, breathing all the way in. Maybe you're breathing a little more. Holding at the top, holding this breath in your chest. Giving the intention for this breath to be vitality and willpower within you. The breath is prana, energy, life force. Relax the shoulders. About 20 more seconds. And then you can exhale in 3, 2, 1. You can return to natural breathing a little bit. And then we'll do 4 count breath together, slowly in 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, 4, out. 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out. 2, 3, 4. Keep breathing all the way in, all the way out. And in. 8 more seconds, then we'll do double speed. Out. In 3, 2, 1. In, 2, out. 2. In, 2, out. 2. In, 2, out. 2. Keep counting. In, out. Moving energy through you. Good. Triple speed. In 3, 2, 1. In, out. In, out. In, out. Breathing all the way into the top and all the way out. Together in 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Breathe all the way in. Squeezing your pelvic muscles like you're holding in your pee, squeezing your abdominals, setting this energy up, and then exhale all the way out. Holding all the way out, relaxing the body, trusting you can hold your breath for 1 minute and 30 seconds. You got this. Just notice what you feel within your body. You have 30 more seconds. Allowing yourself to be a clean slate here. Letting go of everything from before meditation. Letting go of everything you have to do after. And just being present with the here and now. And then in 3, 2, 1, breathe all the way in. Hold this breath all the way at the top. Bring your gaze between the brows. And then together, let's hum all the way out. In 3, 2, 1, hum. 2 more times. Unclenching your teeth, just relaxing. Exhale out. One more. And let it go. Relaxing your nervous system, allowing those hums to vibrate throughout the body. And I invite you to feel free to do more hums at any point in time if you would like to. But now, tuning into the body, returning to your natural breathing, in and out the nose. Noticing the subtle change and energy shift within your body just from those 2 rounds. Maybe your mind is more clear. Maybe you feel more focus. Maybe it's more peace. And I invite you to just embrace the concept of letting go. Letting go of having to hold on to anything that's holding you back. Anything that's holding you back from being your most authentic self. No matter what challenge we may be going through, we always have the opportunity to persevere, to continue on with willpower, even as things end, even through tragedy, maybe losing someone, or losing a job. Maybe a project, something you've worked hard on. Or maybe a gift from someone that you love. Whatever it is in your life right now that you know you need to let go of, that you've been holding on to. I invite you to let go with a big sigh. Take a big deep breath all the way in, through the belly, up the chest. And sigh out. Feeling free to make sound, taking up space as you deserve to. Breathing in again. And let go. One more time. Feeling into the body once again. Whatever it is that you've had to let go out of your life, whatever it is that you've had to see end, without going into negative thoughts about yourself or even anyone else. I invite you just for a moment to connect to the feelings that you feel from what you lost. We won't be here too long, as we're going to alchemize this feeling. I invite you to hold yourself in this space. Maybe you wrap your arms around the other, holding the elbows. Maybe you bring both palms up to your heart. Maybe you even gently wrap your arms around the shoulders, giving yourself a hug. Feel free to switch between these and see what feels right. You can rock side to side. Maybe even doing some circles, mini circles. Through the sits bones. And I just invite you to feel truly and fully, allowing yourself to have the divine right of your human experience, not bypassing anything. Acknowledging your pain because it deserves to be noticed and held. Feel free to take as long as you need to there. And when you're ready, I invite you to bring to mind what that experience showed you about yourself. What did that experience show you about how to live life? Maybe it showed you something that you forgot. Something that you forgot that was really important to you. Maybe a way of being. Maybe you forgot your passions. What makes you feel passionate in life. Maybe you felt like you lost yourself in this particular situation. And I invite you to see that. And maybe start seeing the pain within yourself as a certain color. Maybe it's a certain color flame. And see it transforming into, well, it's starting to transform. What it's transforming into, it's making its way into passion and purpose. See what was painful fully for what it was. No one outside of you can judge you here. It's only you within your mind acknowledging it. And ask yourself, what did this situation show me? What did this situation show me about myself, about how to live life authentically to myself? And see what comes in. I invite you to connect even further to your heart center. Continue with your palms over your heart. Maybe tap the space with the fingertips. Maybe you do butterfly taps, locking your thumbs together and tapping with each palm, one at a time. What did this situation show you about yourself and how to live life authentically to you? What did it show you to not settle for? And if you need to, feel free to continue sighing at any point you need to. Or once again, doing hums. Did you give your power away in this situation? Be honest with yourself. Did you diminish yourself? Did you ignore your higher self when it was trying to speak to you? Maybe your higher self was trying to show you the red flags, was trying to give you a sign that you didn't quite notice. I invite you to see. Okay, apologies to everyone who was in the live stream and we lost it. Oh man, I don't even know when it paused. This one was a really good one too. We're about to alchemize some shit for real. Who is still here? Apologies. Interruptions are part of meditation. I'm so sorry for the technical difficulties. But alas, that is what life is like, right? You can be in a flow and then it's just, whoop, okay, interrupted. You know? Let's poop the party here. Party poop. Feel free to let me know if you're here right now. Please let me know what the last thing you remember hearing, and I will continue guiding us because we were almost done. We were almost through. And it's a shame because I hate that, you know, to ruin anyone's flow. I apologize. But let me know where the last part was that we were. Now I'll get us back into a grounded state with it. Hello, hello. Hey Rob, welcome back in. Nice to see you. Oh my god, thanks for still being here. I don't know how long it was gone for, because I literally was like, I looked at the live stream at one point and I was like, okay, everyone's good, it looks good. And then it's like, okay, I don't even know how much time passed. I look again and I'm like, wait, why does it look like it's just showing like part of my body and now it's like gone. So let me know what the last thing was that you heard, because I want to be able to like bring us back to the center there. We're getting some really powerful stuff, so I want to make sure we can really alchemize that. Let me know the last thing you heard. I apologize for the interruption once again. And if you're watching this after it's live, feel free to just gently close your eyes again and you can round yourself back in, tune into your body, tune back in to feeling within yourself. Okay, Rob said the last thing I heard was be present in the space. Okay. Be present in the space. Okay. Darn, that could have been either the first part or the second part. It's okay. I'm going to take us back into the first part again. I'm going to take us back into that first part. A little bit there. Or no, it was not I think it was more the second part. But I'm just going to go over the first part again real quick. So just gently and closing your eyes. Feeling back into the body and just accepting that an interruption happened and allowing it to flow. Knowing that you can control your experience here and that we don't need to let it bother us. And this is the good practice of letting go. It's just something as simple as this. So you can just take some breaths if you need to. Let it go. Continuing to regulate our nervous system. You can do another one in. And release. Releasing any thoughts that don't serve in this moment. Coming back to within our body, what that pain felt like from that circumstance that you had to let go of recently, or that you had to endure, and you're getting ready to let go. Feeling that first for a moment in your body. We're not going to be here long, once again. Just feeling it. Connecting to the heart center in whichever way you need to. Tapping the heart. Rubbing the heart. Allowing the pain to be acknowledged. Whatever the first thing is that comes to mind for you. Only you know. Just being honest with yourself. And after your last exhale, now bringing to mind what you can do. Or noticing what it was that you missed with this situation. What did you miss? What did you turn your cheek to? What was it that you bypassed? What was it that maybe your higher self, your spirit guides were giving you red flags over, or trying to give you signs to pay attention to? What was it that you missed with this situation? What was it that you missed that could have helped to prevent it or lead it into a better direction? Breathing this into the space and feeling that, allowing that light to shine over the situation. Maybe envisioning the light of the sun shining down. And this is also the light of Source as well, showing you the way, showing you clarity on the situation, without judgment to yourself, maybe even without judgment to anyone else, and just showing what resonates with you most, that would have kept you in the best alignment to your authenticity. Feeling free to sigh, still, or continuing with any hums if you need to. If you're feeling a sense of discomfort in your chest or within your solar plexus, below the heart space, notice what was calling to you to notice, what the situation was telling you. What the situation was showing you. Feel free to take a few more breaths here. And when you're ready to move on, we are now going to alchemize our pains into passion and purpose. Once you've settled in with what it is that the situation may have been telling you, may have been getting you to notice, I invite you to ask yourself, or even just bring to mind once you feel the vibration of this question, ask yourself, meaning can I give to this experience? What meaning can I give myself with this experience? What meaning can I give to this experience? What was it showing me? What can I do to never repeat this pattern again? What meaning can I give this experience? What was it showing me about myself? And what can I do to never repeat this pattern again? Once again, one last time here, speaking it with your chest. What meaning can I give this experience that has brought me pain? What has this experience shown me about myself? What can I do to never repeat this pattern again? Feel free to take your time. And when you're ready, you can bring your palms together in a circular motion here. Let's clap them first. Do it 3 times. And just feel that energy and vibration within the palms, and then start rubbing your palms in a circular motion. Maybe at first you do it slow. And then if you want to, you can go a little faster, build up more heat, even more fire here, as fast as you can. And then separate the palms when you're ready. Feel that tingling energy. Place either both palms over the heart space or one palm over your solar plexus right below the heart center, and one that's on your heart center. Connecting to both heart center, heart chakra, and solar plexus. Connecting to the energy centers of love, and of transformation and willpower. And I invite you to envision, as you're inhaling your next inhales, imagine you're breathing in this energy through those chakras. Love and willpower, transformation, through both of these together. Exhaling out any remaining energy that does not serve. And noticing this energy just moving all throughout your body, continuing to help release what doesn't serve. Any little remnants that could have been hiding within your body. Notice if there's tension in any areas of your body that you notice where the shadows are. And then I invite you to see this energy, this powerful transformational energy, starting at your root chakra from the sits bones, make its way up to the sacral chakra in your abdomen, representing the creativity energy center, and then up once again through the solar plexus for willpower, transformation, and the heart center for love. See this energy move up the throat chakra for expression and truth. Seeing this energy move up to the third eye, between the eyebrows, for seeing clarity, up to now the crown of your head, the very top of your head, the crown chakra, the 7th chakra, connecting to knowing the sense of source, without judgment, just knowing that everything is happening as it's meant to. Everything has a divine plan. No matter how tragic it may be in the universe, everything has a reason and a purpose. And sometimes that purpose is to alchemize pain, to turn it into passion, giving it meaning, giving it purpose. And then now just seeing that energy shine up above the head, past the crown, shooting up into the universe, maybe as a pure white light. I invite you to set the intention of this white light, giving you protection in the higher realms as you sleep and as you go about your daily life. Sit with this for a moment. Sit with the meaning and the purpose that this pain can transform to. Maybe it gives you purpose because you can teach what not to do and teach what to do in a particular situation. Maybe you can inspire others to heal. Maybe you can create works of art. Maybe you feel called to experience something new. And I invite you to sit with this for a little bit longer here. Notice what you feel within. Still massage the space or tap the space. Or maybe you bring your palms back down to your lap and allow yourself to feel grounded in the space. Whatever aligns most to you. Maybe you use this pain as a reason to not give up. To show someone just how strong they can be, because if you can do it, someone else can too. I invite you to believe in yourself. Trust in yourself to be able to get through anything that you set your mind to. Especially in this universe where all is mind. I invite you to soak that in. Your mind is so powerful. So why not just let go of what doesn't serve you. Allow it to start working really for you. It's time. As we're in the age of Aquarius, I invite you to feel this. Feel the ability to transform, to alchemize your pain into passion. And in this last moment here for our meditation, I invite you to really truly see yourself. See yourself being able to do this. It's time to say no more to old patterns. No more to old ways of being. Maybe it's no more to letting someone step all over us. Maybe it's no more to saying things you don't really mean. Maybe it's no more to diminishing yourself, saying unkind words to yourself. Bringing this willpower fully into your heart center. Feel this for another moment longer. Nothing else matters in this present moment but you being able to fully feel that and know this. And now, lastly, sending this energy on your next few exhales, sending this energy up to that source light, to the crown and up and through the source light, connecting to source energy. I invite us to end this meditation with 3 ohms. And if you don't want to say this aloud, feel free to hear me and just soak in the vibration from me. Take a big deep breath in. Feeling the vibration in your third eye and above. One more. Settling with the primordial sound of source itself. I invite us to bring our palms together. Bring your palms together and rub them in a circular motion one last time. Maybe this time it's faster than you did before. As fast as you can, and then separate the palms, clap 3 times, using your palms as a pump of energy. And then bringing those palms in between the eyes. Open and close the eyes under the palms. Flutter them open and closed. Spreading this energy to your eyes, and then close your eyes. And now rubbing your palms together one last time. And clapping 3 times again. As hard as you can. And then rubbing your face or hovering over the face, above the head, down the neck, the shoulders and arms. Spread this energy down to the fingertips and palms. Spread this energy down your chest, to the lower abdomen, to the upper back, down to the lower back, to your hips, your thighs, your knees, shins, calves, ankles, all the way down to the heels, soles of the feet, and tippy toes. Just allowing this energy, really envisioning it, this light, pure white source energy all around your body. Allowing this energy to represent your awareness. And then when you're ready, you can gently blink your eyes open, being mindful of any light in your room. Just seeing yourself in this space, seeing the space that you're in, and how far you've come, how far you've made it to be in the space that you're in right now, even if you feel like it hasn't been far in life. And just seeing that through this space, anything is possible going forward, really. You can do anything going forward. And I hope for you to truly feel that in your heart and know that in your mind, and just even past your mind, like your higher self, it has just fully embedded it, embodied it all around you. And so I hope you enjoyed this meditation and breathwork tonight. I do apologize for anyone who was here beforehand. The live stream paused for YouTube, and I thank you for being here. And I would love to hear your experience. If you would love to share it, I would like to know how this was for you. And I encourage you to speak your truth. You know, this is how you transform fully and truly your pain into passion. You know, don't always have to speak it out, but it helps you set it in stone, and you're letting it out there, you know, with no judgment to yourself, just being bold. And I think speaking up is really important in this day and age, speaking up and speaking true to ourselves, and not being afraid to do that. And I feel like throughout my life I have been, you know, once again, I said it before and I'll say it again, I was once upon a time that kid that was sitting in a corner of the room in school and didn't want to raise my hand, didn't want anyone to notice me. I just wanted to draw in my notebook, and you know, there was just so much heart and soul I had in me, and so much insight and perspectives, and to ever know that I felt less than, you know, I'm never going to let anything make me feel like that again, and I will not allow that. And so I encourage you as well, whatever it is that you had to let go recently, use that pain that you felt from that situation or distress. Turn it into passion to fuel your fire. Because that is what we're meant to do here on this planet in different ways. That is how we connect to the source energy, and that's why Source wants to experience itself through us. Source, God, Spirit, whatever word you like to use. And I'm not crying. I just have oil on my eyes, on my eyelids. It's like getting on my eyes. But yes, I would love to know if anyone wants to share. Don't be afraid. I won't bite. And if anyone makes you feel shame for expressing yourself, well, you know what? I'm going to kick them out the live, so don't worry about it. But if anyone wants to share and they're feeling a little afraid, I can start. I can start just sharing, and just in case it encourages anyone. So for me, I'm not going to, I guess, go too much into the full story of anything, because I do want to keep that private. But I will say that, and also because I don't want to take too long explaining it, but yeah, I went through a heart-wrenching experience within the past week, and I think just the whole past 2 years, 2 to 3 years, has been increasingly heart-wrenching. And I will say that, you know, it's like I experienced like a full circle kind of moment, kind of situation where like I had a situation with someone that really mattered to me, and I really genuinely did and still do love, but it's like we're not meant to be together, especially at this time, because the relationship is toxic. And it's like, you know, I just would continue allowing there being excuses made for it. And, you know, so that was something that really hurt me. And then it's like all the trauma and resentment I built up for that situation that was like within my body and within my mind. I think it just built up, and then I hurt someone else, you know, and I had an argument with my mom specifically. And I mean, with that situation as well, there was a part she had to play as well. But, you know, I also started becoming someone that wasn't exactly myself with that situation, and not who I want to represent and how I want to show up. And, you know, it really came to me that, you know, like, I have to let this other situation, this other person go, because if I don't, it's going to continue affecting my mental health, and I'm not going to be able to show up for my mom the best way I want to be able to. And she didn't grow up with mental health things, and I want to be able to encourage her, you know, I want to be able to encourage her growing, you know, and at the same time, I'm not her hero, not meant to necessarily be. And sometimes you have to distance yourself from your parents as well. So it's like, you know, I think things were coming full circle for me, and then also just really accepting that, like, what is happening in the present moment is not okay, and I shouldn't always go based on potentials of things and the potential of, you know, what someone else can be and how they can show up, but go based on what's happening in the moment, and then also how I want to show up in the moment. And when I don't act as how I want to act, as my highest self, as who I want to see myself as, that's me giving my power away to someone else. Me giving my power away to someone else and the situation itself, even to unseen forces, negative entities and whatnot, if you believe in that. And, you know, it's like, you know, it's your divine right to your power, to your truth, and no matter what someone else is reacting like, you have the power to not react in that way. You do have the power. And, you know, I really want to prove it to myself. I think proving it to yourself is the number one goal, that you can do it. That you can do it. That you are powerful enough to. And that's just an example. So whatever it is that you're trying to let go, feel free to let me know, and I'm going to read your comments. If anyone has to leave, that's okay. Totally understandable. And then feel free to pop back in or watch this live stream back, because I will be uploading it to YouTube. So thank you so much, everyone that was here. I know it was long. Let me see. Let me connect to, let me just see real quick. I know TikTok, a lot of people ask the same question, or they ask like questions in general, but I'm not doing pendulum readings. Let's see. There's someone named Alex Street. I don't know if he's still here. He said, wow, this was incredibly soothing. Thank you. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know if you're still here, but thank you so much if you are. And I'm glad that it was soothing for you. That means a lot to me. And I think, you know, at the least, I want it to be relaxing, and just so you can let go of what isn't serving you and what doesn't feel good. So you can know you have the power to feel good through your own thoughts and through your own actions. So thank you so much. I think the rest was like pendulum questions that people were trying to ask, but I'm not answering pendulum questions right now. I'm so sorry, whoever wants pendulum questions. I only do it for Tarot Tuesday if you end up being someone who comes within the first half of the live stream. So I will be doing that next Tuesday. It's a bi-weekly Tarot Tuesday. Okay. I don't know, I feel like rubbing my nose a lot today. I feel like I've just been doing that lately. But it's like, I don't know. I feel like it's more specifically this right nostril. Or it'll be like around where the piercing is too. Or who knows, it could just be a piercing thing, but maybe it's a spiritual thing. Thank you so much, everyone. If you liked this meditation, please like the video. It helps YouTube and even TikTok know that I'm helping people out here and I'm doing something. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see what YouTube is saying. Anyone on YouTube? Oh, okay. Someone earlier passed by. They were saying good night. Y'all passing by, saying I love everyone. So that's nice. Their name was Isla. Isla on the roof. And he said, keep up. You are not alone. So I think they're saying keep up with everything. You're not alone. Beautiful. And then my friend Rob came in and he said, peace all. Let's see, more. Okay. He said, oh, okay. It was when we continued the live stream. He said more the second part for sure. Okay. What the tough situation I asked what the tough situation we experienced taught us about ourselves. Okay. Oop. Okay, so that's good. I did go over that again. I just wanted to make sure we had everything, so I sort of started a little bit from the pain and that we felt and then what it was showing us. Let's see. No, okay, Rob at the end said, thank you for your meditation tonight. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you guys were able to feel it at full capacity as much as you can. I'll say it's interesting for me. I feel like feeling the past, of course, the past week when I was going through some challenging emotions, and I just had to like feel them and move them through me. I feel like at the same time, it's like I was numb at the same time, and I feel like that happens. I think it's sort of like source. Like it's like a neutralness. Not like I'm purposely just trying to be numb, but it's just like, maybe it's like my brain's coping mechanism, you know? It could be source also, or maybe a combination of both. And yeah, I was just like, okay, well, this all sucks. And I also was just like, yep, just accepting it. Well, I was going back and forth between a lot of thoughts, like not accepting it, not being okay, and being upset and being angry, but then also just being sad. And it was just a lot. It was a lot of feelings. Would anyone else like to share anything before we head on out? And if you don't, no worries. I don't want anyone to feel pressured to. I want you to feel confident to if you would like to, because you never know how it could inspire anyone else. But if you don't, it's totally okay. You can keep it to yourself and hold it dearly for yourself. I just would like to end, in case anyone's typing, I just would like to end with, let's see, once again, our card that we pulled for the opening message. It did say, let go. I let go of things that I've outgrown, you know, and just knowing when enough's enough, you know. And this rainbow, it just shows you, oh, I have another insight on this. Yeah. I said the rainbow is like a full spectrum thing. So it's like we're all over encompassing, the light and the dark and everything equals us. But also I'm just sort of getting, the rainbow shows itself in your life once you can let go. I feel like there just ends up being you seeing that there's more possibilities for things to let in your life. And I think I'm like still slightly somewhat in this kind of process, a little bit. And then the very last thing I want to share is this affirmation card, which I created with my best friend, our KandiCardz first edition, and we're working on a second edition still. Things are a little, you know, we're taking our time. We're trying to get it going. we want to do trading cards with it too, so that'll be really fun. Can't wait to implement that, because we don't have that in the first edition. But the affirmation here says, I feel safe on the dance floor because I know who the fuck I am. So even if you don't like dancing or you don't go out to raves or anything, you can see this as like an example for life, a metaphor for life, that life is like a dance floor. And allowing yourself to really like know just who you are, because you are someone who knows yourself the best, more than anyone else. And sometimes we feel like some other people might know us more outside of ourselves, maybe because they can see us outside of ourselves, but you really do know yourself the best. And sometimes we're not honest with ourselves. So I hope this meditation helped to be honest with the self and to face the darkness that we feel with something that's just like making us feel trapped, you know, and allowing us to be in this beautiful light energy that we are, just the being that we are. And I invite you to just, you know, wherever you're at on your journey, even if you already still feel a lot of sadness and a lot of pain, that is okay. And I invite you to just allow yourself to feel that, because it's your human experience and we're all on different paths. So all right, so I think that's the last thing. We had no other comments, and I appreciate everyone who is in here tonight. And yeah, there's no Tarot Tuesday tomorrow, so I will be posting and uploading the Tarot Tuesday from last week. I will be posting it tomorrow night. I will try my best, and if not, I will do it Wednesday. Definitely, absolutely, for sure. I should have time to do that. I will be doing that. I am going to do that. I want to do better at being more on time with these. And then if you want to check it out, I mean, there's the reading from, I already posted it 2 days ago. There's a reading on Instagram, tarot reading. It's all uploaded. It has a summary in the caption. A reading from July 14th to the 28th, so that was mid to late July. Maybe you want to reflect on some things and just see like, okay, was this the trajectory of my life? And it was like for the collective overall, so especially for those who were there, but you know, maybe it still could count for someone that's going to see it later. So yeah, feel free to give that a watch. And the video shows it's 2 hours, but you can skip ahead from anything that's, you know, just like me talking in the beginning, and you could skip ahead to like when we start doing like a little bit of breath work, and then we start getting into the tarot. So, but yeah, I'll be posting this one here, this spread was from last week. I'll be posting it tomorrow and or Wednesday. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Okay, I don't think I see any other new comments, so thank you so much, guys. I love you all. Please be gentle with yourselves and just know how powerful you are. Like, we really, really are. We are source trying to experience itself, and it does that through alchemizing our pains into passion. And you have the ability to make that happen. Alright, guys, peace and one love. Do this heart. Bye. Mwah.